Make another big 3 points today here at Maltby Main. Thoughts on the performance this afternoon?
To be fair, I thought we played some really good stuff. First half, I thought first 20 minutes we were excellent. We were unplayable at times in that first 20 minutes. We created a lot of chances. We got in really good positions. We got in really good territory in really good areas of the pitch. I thought defensively we looked really good. They were dangerous in transitions in terms of their a really good counter-attacking threat, and we thought we dealt with it really well. Changed it up slightly at half time, because we were kicking uphill in really difficult conditions. The pitch was horrific. It was really difficult to play on it, and we got in behind them 3 or 4 times in that first sort of 15-20 minutes in the first half, and we probably could have put the game to bed, if I'm being honest with you. I know we scored 2, but we could have scored 4, 5, and we made it a little bit. We made it hard work for the last sort of 10 minutes. Once they scored from the corner, they got a little bit of belief, and I think they went to 6 up front, and they just kept launching and chucking it up front. So we had to change system slightly again just to kind of deal with it. But credit to the lads, they grounded it out when they needed to.
Yeah, first half was very similar to last week at Pennington, wasn't it? Obviously dominating the football completely, just missing that end product. But 2 goals in the first 7 minutes at the start of the second half. Obviously you mentioned you changed something. What did you change? Obviously apart from the obvious scoring the goals. They properly came after us, and the space was behind them. So we said to the lads, go play behind them, and we got in behind them 3 or 4 times in the first sort of 10, 15, 20 minutes in that half. And at that point then they dropped off again because obviously they were scared to leave the space behind them. At that point then we had an opportunity to play again. So it's timings, it's when to go and play behind teams, when to play in front of them. If team steps onto us, we need to get better at playing behind them. When our team drops off us, we need to get better at playing in front of them, and that's sort of what we said at half time. Try and isolate, try and get 1v1 situations on the sides, and we did that. I thought Ollie and Junaid and Cross, Jordan, I thought they were excellent, to be fair. All of them sort of got tired. We had to take Junaid, Ollie and Jordan off because they looked a bit leggy. Again, conditions, pitch was horrible, really hard work. But I thought other than that, Kieran and Sam Kay were really combative in midfield. I thought back 4, other than the goal, which is from a set piece, I thought they defended really well when they had to, especially in that last 10 minutes when they were properly chucking on top of us. 2 outstanding finishes from Cross and Ollie too. Both weren't easy finishes either.
No, difficult finishes when the ball's coming over the top and you run onto it like that. It's difficult. Cross is an unbelievable finish. The keeper. We said to the lads at half time. We identified the keeper is really aggressive. He comes and chases balls down, and he plays really high. So we thought if we could get in them areas, we could do that. And to be fair, the lads done it really well in that first sort of 20 minutes in the second half. And it was always going to be easier in the second half, kicking uphill, because when we tried to do it in the first half, ball was just running out of play. It was skidding into the keeper's hands. So it was just a case of getting to half time, a couple of little tweaks, and to be fair, I thought the lads operated it to a T in the second half.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it was chance after chance at the start of the second half for us. Did it disappoint somewhat that we didn't kill the game off and score 4 or 5 like we easily could have done?
Yeah, this seems to be the problem at the minute. We're struggling to kill games off. That first 20 minutes in that second half, we should have killed the game. When you have someone on the ropes, you've got to kill them. You've got to go for the throat, and you've got to take them out of the game. And 2-0, it's always a dangerous scoreline, because if they score again, as you see, they get their tail up, and then they start chucking it. They put 2 centre halves up front. They played with 2 full backs in defence, and they just went almost too sick. I don't know what they played, to be fair, but they seemed to have about 10 bodies in our box that last sort of 10 minutes of the game. But fair play to them. They stuck to it. They battled hard. They kept putting us under pressure. But to be fair to our lads, you can't knock their you can't knock their endeavour, because they dug in there. After last week when we dominated the game and get beat, they could have felt sorry for themselves going 2-1 down today, but they didn't. They ground it out, dug in, and all credit has to go to them players today.
A couple of talking points in there today, most notably the second penalty shout not given in the first half on Ollie Norman, which actually saw him booked for diving, and obviously an Junaid in the second half as well, another one where he's given neither a dive or a penalty kick, he's even a goal kick. Thoughts on those 2 incidents?
I thought both were stonewall penalties, Jeff, if I'm being brutally honest with you. Ollie's he's sort of dropped the shoulder and gone the other way. The kid's left the leg out. There's contact, it's a penalty. And Junaid's gone. He stood him up 1v1 there, and he's gone past him, and the kid's chucked the leg out. And some might say it's soft, but it is contact. It's a penalty. It's a lazy leg. He's tripped him up in the box. It's a penalty. The referee actually pointed at that. We thought he pointed at the penalty spot, and he gave a goal kick. And I don't think anybody in the ground knew he gave a goal kick. I thought everyone had accepted the penalty. But listen, running out of words really, to be fair, for some of these officials in this league, because it seems to be every week. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening within the local FAs, because for me, they're just getting worse and worse and worse.
As you mentioned, they pulled the goal back with 10 minutes to go. How disappointed were you with that? Because it just, like I said, it installed so much belief into them, and he looks in complete control.
This is it. It's getting that third goal. If you get the third goal, it takes all the belief out of them, and you're probably going to score another couple after that. But at 2-1, when you at 2-0, once they scored, they're right back in the game. And at that point, after what happened last week, nerves could have crept in. We could have become too deep, and we could have invited a load of pressure. But to be fair to the lads, they stuck to their guns, defended well, they put bodies on the line, and I thought we defended our box really well.
A word for John Hines. Obviously not had a lot of football recently, but your thoughts on his performance today?
I thought he was excellent. Yeah, I thought he took 5 minutes to warm into the game, but other than that, I thought he was excellent. He was always going to get tired. We knew that, especially on this pitch today. But he was a real presence. He was a real target man. We could, especially the way we had to play in this pitch today, we could chuck it into him. And he stuck, and his sets were really good, and he was getting in the box, and he probably could have scored off a corner from his second face from a corner and just got stuck under his feet. But yeah, I thought all around today, Jordan, in possession, out of possession, was absolutely excellent, and he deserves a lot of credit for that because he's been really patient. He's turned up every week. He trains hard. There's never a peep out of him. He's a real professional in terms of how he conducts himself around the club, and that's a credit to him. And some of the other lads need to look at that and recognise how to conduct yourself within a football club.
Just on the win itself, Mick, it was a really needed 3 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, massively, mate. We needed 3 points. We knew that. We need to start getting. I know we've got loads of games in hand, but listen, we need to get points on the board. It's all well and good saying you've got games in hand. You need points. We need to start climbing up the table and looking positive in terms of. We want to get into playoffs, but there's 10, 12 teams that'll be all saying the same thing. So we know it's going to be tough. We know it's not going to be easy, but days like this when it's horrible and the conditions are really hard, it's important you come to these places and find a way to win, and we did that today.
Finally, Mick, quick turnaround as we're back in action on Tuesday night at home, still in the League Cup. I imagine a cup game is not what you want right now.
No, we need league games. That's our problem. We've had too much distraction with cup games and games getting called off. And this is the second time we played this game. Last time we came here, lights went out. So we just need to focus on the league. Obviously, we'll have to make some changes Tuesday night because there's some really heavy legs after playing on this pitch today. So we'll make some changes. Obviously, we respect the cup, massively. But we will have to make the changes on Tuesday night because our main priority now is getting points on the board in the league.
Big well done, Mick.
Cheers, Jet.